Hey everyone, welcome to Alpha Bard Scientist. Today, I would like to talk about something that many people consume every day, coffee. But before we begin, let me ask you a simple question. Does our body need coffee? Many people say they can't function without it, but is that really true? Coffee is not an essential nutrient. Our bodies do not require coffee in the same way we require water, protein, vitamins, minerals, or fats. Yet somehow, many of us feel like we need it. To answer that question, we first need to understand what coffee is really about. When people talk about coffee giving them energy, they are actually talking about one particular compound, caffeine. Caffeine is a naturally occurring chemical found in coffee beans, tea leaves, cocoa beans, and several other plants. Its scientific name is 1,3,7-trimethylxanthine. Here is a brief look at what caffeine looks like chemically. Now here's something that many people don't know. The caffeine you drink is not actually doing all the work by itself. Once caffeine enters your body, it travels to your liver, where an enzyme called CYP1A2 begins breaking it down into several compounds known as metabolites. The three major metabolites are paraxanthine, theobromine, and theophylline. About 80% of the caffeine in your body is converted into paraxanthine. Paraxanthine is responsible for many of the stimulating effects that people associate with caffeine. It can increase alertness, improve focus, and help your body mobilize fatty acids that can be used as a source of energy. Next is theobromine, which is also naturally found in chocolate. Compared to caffeine, it is a much milder stimulant. Then we have theophylline. Theophylline can relax the smooth muscles around the airways in your lungs and has even been used medically to help improve breathing in certain respiratory conditions. So when you drink coffee, you're not only experiencing the effects of caffeine itself, you're also experiencing the effects of the compounds your body produces from caffeine. In other words, caffeine is actually part of a much bigger story. Now this brings another interesting question. Why can some people drink 3 cups of coffee and still fall asleep, while others become shaky after just 1 cup? The answer comes down largely to how your body processes caffeine. Remember the CYP1A2 enzyme mentioned earlier? This enzyme is responsible for breaking down caffeine in your liver. The activity of this enzyme varies from person to person. Some people are naturally fast metabolizers. They break down caffeine relatively quickly, so the stimulating effects may not last very long. Others are slow metabolizers. Their bodies process caffeine more slowly, causing caffeine and its metabolites to remain in the body for a longer period of time. As a result, they may be more sensitive to coffee and more likely to experience side effects such as jitters, increased heart rate, anxiety, or difficulty sleeping. So if you feel that coffee doesn't seem to affect you very much, it doesn't necessarily mean caffeine isn't working. Your body may simply process it differently. Another possibility is that you've developed a tolerance to caffeine. And that's where things start to get really interesting. Think back to the first time you started drinking coffee regularly. Maybe 1 cup made you feel incredibly awake. But after months, something changes. That same cup of coffee no longer makes you feel energized. Instead, it simply makes you feel normal. Why does that happen? To understand that, we need to talk about what is happening inside your brain. Throughout the day, your brain cells are constantly using energy. As a natural consequence of this process, a molecule called adenosine gradually accumulates throughout many regions of your brain. Think of adenosine as one of your brain's natural signals for rest and sleep. The longer you stay awake, the more adenosine builds up. As adenosine levels rise, it binds to structures called adenosine receptors. When enough of these receptors are activated, you begin to feel tired, sleepy, and mentally fatigued. Now here's where caffeine comes in. Caffeine has a molecular structure that is similar enough to adenosine that it can fit into these receptors. However, unlike adenosine, caffeine does not activate them. Instead, it blocks them. Imagine a false key getting stuck inside a lock. That's essentially what caffeine is doing. The adenosine is still present in your brain, but it cannot deliver its normal message as effectively. As a result, you feel more awake and alert. At the same time, caffeine indirectly increases the activity of neurotransmitters such as dopamine. Dopamine plays an important role in motivation, reward, mood, focus, and learning. This is one reason why coffee often feels enjoyable and why many people associate it with productivity. However, your brain is very good at adapting. When caffeine blocks adenosine receptors day after day, your brain starts producing more adenosine receptors in an attempt to maintain balance. Over time, this means that the same amount of caffeine produces a smaller effect. This is known as tolerance. And eventually, something interesting happens. Coffee stops making you feel energetic. Instead, it simply makes you feel normal. If you skip your morning coffee, all those extra adenosine receptors become available. Adenosine can now bind to them more easily. As a result, you may feel unusually tired, develop a headache, become irritable, or struggle to concentrate. At this stage, coffee is no longer giving you extra energy. It's helping you overcome the effects of caffeine withdrawal and return to your normal baseline. This is why some people feel like they need coffee just to function, not because their body requires caffeine, but because their brain has adapted to its regular presence. And here's an important point. Over time, coffee may stop making you feel energized and simply make you feel normal. But normal shouldn't need coffee to be normal. That's a sign your brain has adapted to caffeine. Coffee doesn't actually give you energy. It mainly prevents your brain from noticing how tired it already is. If you drink coffee every day and suddenly stop, you may feel tired, sleepy, or develop headaches for a few days. But that doesn't mean your body needs coffee. It simply means your brain has adapted to caffeine. Your brain can always adapt back. Give it some time, and most people will gradually return to their normal energy levels without needing coffee. Now, does that mean coffee is bad? Not always. Coffee is one of the most researched beverages in the world, and many studies suggest that moderate coffee consumption can be part of a healthy lifestyle. The key is understanding how it works and how your own body responds to it. For most healthy adults, up to 400 milligrams of caffeine per day is generally considered safe. To put that into perspective, that's approximately 3 to 5 cups of coffee, depending on the brewing method and serving size. Of course, some people may need less, especially if they are sensitive to caffeine. At the end of the day, there is no right or wrong answer when it comes to drinking coffee. Some people enjoy the taste, some enjoy the focus, some enjoy the routine, and some simply enjoy starting their morning with a warm cup in their hands. The important thing is understanding what caffeine is doing inside your body, so you can make informed decisions based on your own needs. So let me ask you again, does your body really need coffee? Keep it to yourself, but understanding why you want it may be even more important than understanding what it does. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. How many cups of coffee do you drink every day? Let me know in the comments. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.